this week for the weekly pep talk, I wanted to get a little bit scientific on you guys, use my education as an exercise physiologist, and explain to you why weight loss is more than just calories in, calories out. So old school, it's just exercise more and eat less and you're gonna lose weight, right? Wrong. I'm sure you guys have all been in a situation where you're trying to do everything you can and the pounds are just not coming off. We might be getting into a new routine right now where you're starting to find consistency with your exercise now that you're at home, you're doing those 30-minute workouts, which is great. But a lot of us, what we do when we try to eat healthier is we actually end up cutting our calories drastically, which in turn is going to halt your fat loss. So I want to get a little scientific and explain what goes on. Okay, so it dates back to like prehistoric times. We've been around on this planet for a long period of time, for many, many years. So think about it. We didn't have easy access to food like we do now. So if we were going long periods of time where we couldn't find food to eat, days at a time, our body would shut down, so to say. So not necessarily shut down, but everything slows a bit down. So some of us, our metabolisms are already kind of slow from maybe not eating properly, maybe not exercising. And then you throw some extra exercise in there and then you end up cutting your calories drastically from what your body's used to. And your body's like, hey, whoa, what are you doing to me? And everything slows down. Your body holds on to what it has because it essentially wants to prolong your life, just like way back when we couldn't find food to eat for days at a time. Our body would slow down our metabolism so we could essentially prolong our life, so we could live longer. Okay, so what we need to make sure is that we switch our gears. We're exercising more, getting heart healthy, getting stronger, but we're also fueling our body properly in order to burn fat. So I use the 3 F's motto. A lot of you who have trained with me in person, you've heard me say the 3 F's. Food is fuel to burn fat. So when we're watching what we eat, you want to make sure you're not just looking at food and saying, I'll only have half of that, or I'll just have 5 carrots for lunch instead of some peanut butter and celery. Peanut butter's high in fat, I'm not gonna have that. Because what happens then is you get into that starvation mode, so to say. What I want you to try to do is switch your gears in your mind to the 3 F's. Food is fuel to burn fat. What should I eat right now that is going to make my body work efficiently so that I can burn fat the way I properly want to, okay? A lot of us, you haven't really been putting your physical health first, so your body's not necessarily working as the machine that you want it to work like, so we need to turn it back into a machine, and in order for a machine to work, you need to put gas in it. You need to put gas in that car to get somewhere. You need to put fuel into your body to make it do what we want to do. Okay, so now, how do you figure out how much is enough, how much is not too little, how much is not too much? So let's just break it into a very simple situation, okay? Very simple math calculation. So because I can't do math in my head, I'm great at math, but with a calculator. So let's talk about your metabolism, approximately what you might be burning, so maybe we can better gauge what you should be eating at home so you're not undercutting and you're not eating too much. Okay, so everybody has what's called a basal metabolic rate, or another type of term is a resting metabolic rate. So if you were to lay on the floor for 24 hours, not move a muscle, your body's gonna burn calories, okay? You're still alive, your body is burning calories to just be breathing, to be alive, to be functioning, okay? So to make the calculation easy, let's say that's approximately 1,200 calories for your resting metabolic rate. That's pretty low. Majority of us is actually probably higher than that, okay? But just for math purposes, we're gonna say it's 1,200. So you burn 1,200 for the day, so that is gonna be negative 1,200. And that's if you did absolutely nothing, okay? But then you have daily life activity, and some of us, it's a little less than usual right now because we're stuck at home, but you go out and you mow the lawn, you go to work, you take the kids to school, that's just daily life burn, okay? So, and on top of that, let's say that's probably about another 800, okay? So now, if you add in another negative 800, we're gonna put this in parentheses, And we're at a total for negative 2,000 for the day. Okay, negative 2,000 already burned. And then now you guys are crushing it with your workouts. You're adding in your 30-minute workout, and our goal is not for it to be anything crazy, right? Depending if it's a cardio day or a strength training day, you guys are probably burning anywhere between 200 to 400, depending on your weight. Your weight does affect your calories burned. So let's go with, just to be safe, we'll say it was a Tabata cardio day. We'll go with 400. So that's another 400 that you've burned. So for the day, you're at negative 2,400 kcals, which is calories for your day. Okay, negative 2,400. So you already burned that. Now, when you're really, really watching what you eat and you're eating lots of fruits and veggies, you're staying away from the high fats, the processed food, those foods are a lot lower in calories, which is good, okay? But a lot of times you end up eating too little. So let's say you ate about 1,200. A lot of us eat a lot less than that when you're really watching what you eat. So let's say 1,000 calories you ate. You think you did great. You ate all healthy foods. Awesome. But when you add in that plus, so you consumed 1,000 calories, okay, eats, that puts you at negative 1,200 calories for the day. Okay, and negative 1,200 calories for your day is gonna be way too little, okay? For a healthy fat loss, you want to be taking in approximately negative 500 calories for the day. Multiply negative 500 times 7, that is 3,500 calories in a week, which is equivalent to 1 pound of fat loss for the week, okay? But anything more than negative 500, your systems are really gonna start to shut down, okay? Your body's gonna hold on to what you have, and then eventually you do that for a couple days. You're also gonna be starving, and then you're likely to say, screw it, and you eat KFC or a giant pizza or something, and then you completely negate all of the progress that you have been trying to make, okay? So my point here being, you wanna make sure you're not under eating as well while we're increasing our exercise. You can't just start exercising a ton and then start eating very little and expect the pounds to fly off. You have to remember that food is fuel to burn fat. Okay, and this process also works for those of us that might be trying to put on some healthy weight. You might be trying to increase your muscle mass, but also staying lean. I do have on the website under the ebook section, there is an ebook on there about counting your macros. If you're interested in trying to find out more about approximately how much you should be eating based on your goals, based on your age, your weight, your activity, all of those things, my ebook on the website is called More About Macros. So that can definitely help you guys figure out approximately what you should be eating in what ranges so that you're not doing too much or too little. We want small, steady progress because progress, not perfection, right? All right, guys. So I know this is a little scientific. If you guys have more questions, feel free to shoot me a message on the Facebook group or on the community support page, Instagram, private message, email, anything you want. I could talk about this stuff all day. Try to remind yourself that you're fueling your body to burn fat, okay? Less is not always more. We've got about 2-3 more weeks until we redo that COVID 1,000 challenge. I'm so stoked that you guys all did that. We're gonna see some awesome progress in the next couple of weeks, and best of luck with all the workouts. See you later.